today?
Good.
It's getting late in the afternoon. We're getting towards the sleepy time, but hopefully you can hold on through, and some of this exciting dog stuff will be able to energize you through the afternoon. So where is everyone traveling from? Maybe I'll start with every section of our crew, and you can just shout out where you're from. So maybe we can start in this area over here. Where are you guys from? Colorado, Michigan, Chicago, South Carolina, Maryland. Who's from Maryland? I'm from Maryland. That's amazing. We'll maybe chat later. Quebec, great. Ireland, wow. You might get the furthest award. Who else? What else? New York, Indonesia. Wow, okay. Where else? Las Vegas. New Hampshire. I'm ready. Wisconsin. Where else? Washington. Washington, where else? California, where else? Indiana. Ohio. How about you guys over here? Ohio. Minnesota. Missouri. Nashville. Fairbanks. Anyone else from Alaska? No one else is from Alaska. Wow.
Burundi.
Maybe some of us. Where else?
Burundi.
Where's that?
Africa.
Africa. Amazing. I don't know who gets the furthest award yet. I don't know. I might have to do some tracking. The UK. Okay, what else? North Dakota. Georgia. North Carolina.
Pennsylvania.
How about you guys all the way over there?
Texas.
Arizona. Washington. California. Pennsylvania.
Maryland.
Woohoo! Where else? Anyone else? Do we miss any states? Alabama. Alaska. Cool. Well, I love to hear where you guys are all from. Maybe you can chat with me later, especially from the East Coast or Marylanders. You can come hang out and chat. But actually, raise a hand. Back at home, does anybody have a pet at home? Go ahead and raise your hand. Oh, great. So raise your hand if you have a dog. Amazing. Raise your hand if you have a cat. Awesome. Raise your hand if you have something else. Yeah, some of us? What do you guys have? Chicken? What else?
Rabbit.
A rabbit? What's your rabbit's name?
Peanut and marshmallow.
What else? Geckos. Amazing. What else?
Desert tortoise.
A parrot? What's your parrot's name? Romeo. I heard desert tortoise. What's your tortoise's name?
Buddy.
I used to have a tortoise. I have a big soft spot for turtles and tortoises. Amazing. I don't think they would be very good at mushing, though. What do you think? No. Any other cool animals? Horses. Awesome. What else? That's it? Okay. Cool. Well, no matter whether you have a pet now, or maybe you used to have a pet, or maybe you have plans to have a pet, or maybe you got to meet one of our working dogs here at the dog yard, it sounds like almost all of us have had some form of connection with another animal, right? Does anyone feel like they've had that in their life? Maybe it's the dog at your home, maybe it's the squirrel in your backyard, maybe it's the dog you just met today. That connection is a really important connection that we use here to help protect wilderness. So here at Denali National Park and Preserve, we have this incredible job of using our sled team to help protect wilderness around the park. Now, I'm going to explain what that really means because it might be kind of confusing. How do we use dogs here to protect wilderness? We'll talk about it in a minute. But before we do, I want to tell you a quick story of a musher from Denali National Park. So let's go ahead and get into character. Maybe you can close your eyes, kind of zone off, and imagine yourself in this story. So close your eyes, take a deep breath, and transport yourself into winter in Alaska. You begin to feel a blistering negative 20-degree cold across your face. You hear the wind whipping and your dog team barking with excitement to run. You taste the fresh snow as it accumulates around your hood, and you see your team in front of you pushing on like it's any other day. You smell the crisp, cool air mixed with spruce needles as you break through the forest to cross the river. Suddenly, you hear a stomach-churning crack in the ice. It was like it happened in slow motion. You and your dog team are now fully submerged in rushing, frigid river water that is deeper than you can stand. It is just a matter of seconds. Your dog team begins to pull themselves out and the sled, with you in it, out of the water. You notice your dog Ty, who you actually let run behind the team today because he was feeling sick, leading your rescue. He's ahead, howling at the dogs to find stable ice, directing that rescue. You and your team make it out of the water alive. If it wasn't for the relationship with your dog that day, you would not be here today. Now this is a true story. Start making your way towards this way, find a nice comfortable spot, and then we'll get started. So we're going to have Theron say hello to you here in just a second. Run with say hi. Doesn't make too much noise, but he does like to say hi every once in a while. So, as Theron is up here, I'm going to tell you a little bit about his physical characteristics that help him do his job here in sometimes negative 20, negative 40 degree weather. So you might notice that we have just Theron up here today, but all of our dogs have these incredible physical and mental characteristics to help them survive here. So today, Theron, you might notice, first of all, his incredible fur coat. So Theron actually has 2 layers to his fur coat. He has an underlayer, or an undercoat, which is like a nice insulating layer, kind of like if you were to, pack your puffer jacket on your way to Alaska, or maybe even your fleece jacket. Nice insulating underlayer. Now that grows in really thick in the wintertime to keep them nice and warm. And then on the top, they have their guard hair. So this nice kind of wiry slicking fur is there to really slick snow and ice off of their coat to keep them nice and dry. So in the summer, they mostly shed out that undercoat so they can stay nice and cool, but they keep that guard hair all year round. Now, you might notice how big Theron is. Did you guys notice that? Yeah, he is one of the biggest dogs that we have in the yard. He is the biggest dog that we have in the yard. He's getting close to 100 pounds. Now, Theron has really long legs. Those long legs are truly there to help him stay up above the snow, to keep him and his body off the snow. He also has some incredible big paws. Did you guys notice that? Yeah, those really big paws are there to help him float on top of the snow, almost like snowshoes. Now, unlike maybe a water dog, his paws are very compact. So his toes are nice and close together to make sure that there's no snowballs or icicles that form in between his toe pads, so he can keep his feet nice and comfortable. Now, last but not least, did you guys notice this big tail here? There he goes. He's so good at that, isn't he? That big fluffy tail is there to actually help him keep nice and warm in the winter. So in the winter, when they're resting or doing other things, they curl up into a big donut dog, is what I like to call it, or bagel dog. And they'll actually wrap that tail all the way around across their nose to keep their nose and face warm, just like a scarf. Now, I want to talk about the mental characteristics that it takes to be a sled dog here, but I need a few volunteers to be our sled dogs. So go ahead and raise your hand. Maybe I'd like to take some kids, if we have some, to be our volunteers today. You'll just have to stand up and hold on to our gate line. Okay, so I need maybe 5. So I'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anyone else? Anyone really want to go? 6? Someone else? Okay, come on down. If I called your name, come on down. Okay, great. You can come too if you want to come. You can come together. Great. All right, so I have kind of a questionnaire for you guys to help us decide where you're going to be on our sled team. Does that make sense? Okay, so raise your hand if you are somebody who likes to be a leader. I saw your hand first. Okay, what's your name? Briella. So Briella is going to be one of our lead dogs today. So, do you know where the lead dog goes in our pack, in our group? Okay, I will show you. So our lead dogs go right in the front. So Briella, will you hold on to this part? And I'm going to clip this off. And you are going to just stand right there for me, okay? Anyone else like to be a leader? I think I saw your hand. Yep, come on up. What's your name? Elizabeth. Nice to meet you, Elizabeth. You will be our second lead dog. Now I noticed you had your hand up too, right? Okay, so our lead dogs are really confident dogs. They're ready to lead and mush our team. Now we also have something called a swing dog. Our swing dogs are also really incredible leaders, but sometimes they go behind the lead dogs to help the rest of the dogs lead as well. They take breaks as being a lead dog and they train as being a lead dog. Do you want to be our swing dog today? What's your name? Bryce or Brees? Brees, nice to meet you, Brees. So come on over. You can be one of our swing dogs. Here, thank you. And then, does anyone else want to be a swing dog? I think I saw your hand up first. Do you want to be a swing dog? So you can go right next to Brees. What's your name? James, nice to meet you, James. All right, last but not least, of course, we have our wheel dogs. So you two can come over with me here in just a second. Our wheel dogs are not always the largest dogs in the yard, but they certainly are the strongest. And their main job is to help pull that cart or that sled around really sharp turns.